Fingerstyle is one of the most beautiful and intricate things that you can do on guitar. Today, I want to show you how you can get into fingerstyle in a way that's not going to break your brains or fumble your fingers. We're going to do it using songs that you already know. We're going to start off really simple and then kind of build up. Really quick, if you enjoy learning guitar with me, please take a moment to subscribe, hit the like button. I sincerely appreciate your support. The first pattern that I want to show you goes like this. When the day is made, my love, wise men say, heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. And a ton of other songs. Anyways, to play that pattern, we're gonna put our thumb on the root of each chord shape, right? So for a G chord, the root is the thickest string, and that's where your thumb belongs. And then these three fingers are gonna go somewhere higher on the fretboard or on the strings, usually not the next ones, or else you'll just get, sounds kind of cool, like a really rich sound, but it'll be on these three strings, D, G, and B, or on the top three strings, G, B, and E. It doesn't really matter what strings they're on. What matters is that you move your fingers in a certain order. We just ascend, so we go up, thumb, index, middle, and then we descend starting with our ring finger. Ring, middle, index. And we count 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and ascend on the 1 and then we descend on the 2 and. And you just pop that over your favorite chord progressions. And you get that feel, right? It's like a really cool thing if you do it really fast. And by the way, when you're applying this to chords, like I said, you have to know where the root is. I have that in my free ebook for rhythm guitar. I'll put a link to that in the corner. It's completely free, and there's a page that says, hey, for these chords, this is the string you hit. And that pattern is going to work on any song with a 6/8 time signature, the one we were just doing, where the counting goes 1 and 2 and. It'll also work on 3/4 time, where the counting goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. It's also going to work on 12/8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's just like 6/8, but you go up to 4 instead of 2. And with that pattern, you've already covered 3 time signatures, but those 3 time signatures only account for like 10% of music. The other 90% happens in 4/4, or what's known as common time. And that's aptly named, as it's like the most common time signature that most songs are going to be in. Take a song like Yellow by Coldplay or Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. Most often they would use strumming patterns, like the most common strumming pattern ever. I came along for or this one. So you think you can tell heaven from hell. But let's say you're tired of strumming those songs and you want to finger pickify them. Here are some patterns that you can use. The first one, thumb, index, middle, and then our ring finger. So it's really similar to the one we already learned, except we're only ascending through all our fingers. So for instance, we'd start on a G chord. I'll play the thickest string with my thumb, and then I'll put my index on the D, my middle just above it, and then my ring finger above that. And we just go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, the counting's really simple. Just play on everything. 1 and 2 and 3 and when you speed it up a bit. See the stars, how they shine for you. Everything you do. And that one sounds really nice, and technically it's pretty easy. Just thumb, index, middle, ring. Usually 2 times per chord, or it depends on the song, of course. And the other one, we're gonna start with our thumb, and then we're gonna go ring, middle, index. So we're just reversing the finger part of it. And so So you think you can tell 4 times per chord. Heaven from hell. With what we've learned so far, you can adapt pretty much any song to being a fingerstyle song, but I want to show you a bit of a more intricate pattern to give you sort of a stepping stone into the more intermediate and advanced territory. This is the same kind of pattern that you'd find on a song like Simple Man by Lynyrd Skynyrd. I'm on a G chord once again. I really only have to press the 3rd fret of the thickest string, and I'm going to go with my index on the D string, my middle finger on the G string, and my ring finger on the B string, 3 in a row. And I'm going to go thumb, index, middle, index. That's the first half. Just get used to that. Just doing that a whole bunch. And then the second half is just kind of like the upside down version of that. We start with our ring, middle, index, middle. And just do that a few times. And then we go between the two. Thumb, index, middle, index, ring, middle, index, middle. You know, and Mama told me when I was young. Hey, what about that song you mentioned during the intro? Taking away the moments that make up the dull day. You fritter and waste the hours in an offhand way. So with what we've learned today, if you took the time and really got used to playing everything that we talked about, you would be well on your way to becoming a solid finger picker. But if you want to take it to the next level, I have a course called Fingerstyle Beginner to Advanced that'll give you the foundation that you need in order to pursue fingerpicking in whatever way you want to go. There's a link down below for that. Keep in mind when you sign up, it also includes access to the Good Guitarist community where you can ask me questions directly. You can post videos of yourself playing and I can give you some tips and advice. That's all included when you sign up for Fingerstyle Beginner to Advanced. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, ask me any questions you have in the comments down below, or even just say hi. Every time you press one of those buttons down there, it helps me out here on YouTube, and I really do appreciate that. Otherwise, have a fun time practicing, and I'll see you soon.